Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ, King of endless glory.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ, King of endless glory.
One does not live on bread alone, but on every word that comes forth from the mouth of God.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ, King of endless glory.
The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John.
Lord, to you, Lord.
Jesus moved about within Galilee. He did not wish to travel in Judea because the Jews were trying to kill him. But the Jewish feast of tabernacles was near. But when his brothers had gone up to the feast, he himself also went up, not openly, but as it were in secret. Some of the inhabitants of Jerusalem said, "Is he not the one they are trying to kill? And look, he is speaking openly, and they say nothing to him. Could the authorities have realized that he is the Christ? But we know where he is from. When the Christ comes, no one will know where he is from." So Jesus cried out in the temple area as he was teaching and said, "You know me, and also know where I am from. Yet I did not come on my own, but the one who sent me, whom you do not know, is true. I know him because I am from him, and he sent me." So they tried to arrest him, but no one laid a hand upon him, because his hour had not yet come. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Good morning.
Good morning.
There's something deeply unsettling about today's first reading. The wicked say, "Let us beset the just one. He is obnoxious to us." Why? Because the just man reminds them of their sin. His very goodness becomes a kind of accusation. And instead of changing their lives, they decide to silence him. This is not just an ancient complaint. It is a prophecy of Christ. The just one is mocked for calling God his Father, rejected and condemned. And in today's gospel, we see that tension is already rising. People are questioning Jesus, watching him, even plotting against him. The opposition is no longer hidden. Why does this happen? Because holiness provokes a reaction. Light exposes darkness. Truth disturbs those who prefer comfort over conversion. And this is where the message comes very close to home. We live in a world filled with pressures that can quietly tempt us to compromise our faith. Rising gas and grocery prices can create real anxiety. It's easy to become consumed with worry, to lose patience, and we may even forget to trust God's providence. Political division is everywhere. Families are strained. Friendships are tested. We are tempted to speak with anger instead of charity, to see others as enemies rather than as neighbors. And when we hear constant news about war, especially in places like the Middle East, fear and discouragement can take hold, making us question whether goodness and peace are even possible. In all these ways, the world nudges us, sometimes gently, sometimes forcefully, to let go of holiness, to become more anxious, more bitter, more divided, more like everyone else. But the readings today call us to something higher. They call us to remain faithful, even when the world is not. Many of you have spent a lifetime striving to live faithfully, raising families, working honestly, remaining close to the church. And perhaps you've experienced how that quiet faith can set you apart from the ways of the world. Not always dramatically, perhaps, but subtly. A different set of values, a different way of speaking, a different way of enduring hardship. And sometimes that difference is not welcomed, is it? The temptation is to withdraw, to say, I'll just keep my faith to myself. But holiness cannot be hidden. Even a quiet life of integrity speaks volumes. And when it does, it can draw resistance. But listen again to the psalm. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted. That is our hope. God does not abandon the just one. He is especially near when we feel the weight of the world pressing in on us, when we're anxious about finances, troubled by division, or burdened by the suffering we see around us. Jesus himself walked this path. He did not give in to fear. He did not soften the truth. He remained faithful to the Father, even when it led to rejection and ultimately to the cross. And that is our path as well. So what does this mean for us today? It means we are not called to solve every problem in the world, but we are called to remain faithful when these pressures close in on us. When anxiety rises, we trust. When division tempts us, we choose charity. When fear creeps in, we hold fast to hope. In doing so, we bear witness, not loudly, but powerfully. So if you feel out of step with the world at times, take courage. That is a sign you are walking in the right direction. You are walking with Christ. And always remember that while the world may reject the just, God never does. And may God bless you.